Are you ready to read the news, Julie?
Yeah.
Are you ready to be funny?
Yeah.
Do you think the news is exciting because it develops a little bit every day like a good story?
Um,
Hamas, for example, what did they do?
they released 3 more Israeli hostages as the fragile ceasefire signed on January 15th continued to hold.
So what are hostages, Julie?
People who are held hostage.
What does that mean?
Like, they're prisoners.
They're prisoners, right? All right, so let's hope it continues to hold. Let's jump down to the next story, actually. Go back up to the first story. What did Donald Trump do?
He signed an executive order that places tariffs of 25% on goods entering America from Canada and Mexico and 10% on those from China.
Very good. All right, so what is an executive order? An executive order. Who signs an executive order?
The president.
Right, of the United States. And they divide the government into 3 parts: executive, legislative, and judicial.
Yeah,
so what is the judge thingy? What does the executive branch do?
Make laws.
No, that's the legislative branch. What does the executive branch do? It kind of directs the legislative branch and gives them guidance, and then it makes sure that those laws are implemented or executed. All right, and we got these tariffs. What are tariffs, Julie?
Taxes.
Oh, they're specific kind of taxes. What kind of taxes are tariffs, Julie?
For goods entering
country, right? So it's going to be 25%. So if we have a TV coming in from Mexico and it's usually $100, how much is it going to be now?
$125.
$125.
Well, wait, it's not going to be $125.
What is it going to be, Julie? If it were $80, it would be $100. But if it's...
We don't know how much it's going to be because it says entering America, not entering Taiwan.
Okay, Julie. Well, sorry about that. I hope you've been playing the question and answer game. So every time you read a sentence, you can ask yourself, well, what question does the writer want me to ask? And then go ahead and see if they answered in the next sentence. So in this one, Canadian oil faces a lower levy of 10%. So my question was, what's going to happen next? Like, is Canada and Mexico and China, how are they going to respond to these tariffs that the United States is putting on their trade goods? The next sentence answers this question. The duties, go ahead.
Which come in on Tuesday will stoke fears of a trade war with America's 3 biggest trading partners.
What are America's 3 biggest trading partners? No IDK, Julie says. I don't know. But if you look up a little bit, you'll see the names of those countries in
Canada,
boldface. Mexico and China are the United States' 3 biggest trading partners. What's a trade war, Julie?
Like, you trade something, but that guy raises a tariff.
And then you raise your tariffs. And then what does he do?
Raise his.
And pretty soon you're having a trade war. All right.
Of ice cream.
All right.
Well, not actually.
Hey, one more story. Hamas.
We just read this.
Go ahead, Julie.
We just read this.
Did we read this? Oh, I'm sorry. How about we go ahead and read the next?
Several
Arab, not whatever you said.
That's what I said.
Come on.
Governments released.
Arab governments. Where are these Arab governments?
Egypt.
Egypt, yes. Located in the Middle East. Released. Go ahead.
Released a joint statement condemning a suggestion made by Mr. Trump about the future of Gaza. Mr. Trump has spoken of the potential displacement of the strips.
Displacement of
That's what I said.
Of the strips.
Population to Egypt and Jordan.
Very good. All right, so this is Mr. Trump, being offensive. So where is the Gaza Strip, Julie?
It's in Israel.
Right, well, you follow the news, so you know. Students can ask themselves, do you know where Gaza Strip is?
Answered your question,
Mr. Trump suggested that the people who live in Gaza Strip, the Palestinians, could just move to Egypt and Jordan and leave their home behind. All right, so this is the technique of the week. Technique of the week last week, or 2 weeks ago, was repeat at the beginning. So whatever's at the beginning of your sentence, you repeat it at the beginning of the next sentence. And you can do so in other words. Well, in this one, we are repeating at the end. It might sound silly, but this is a technique that you can use in your writing. So in the previous sentence, a suggestion made by Mr. Trump about the future of Gaza, Mr. Trump is towards the end of the sentence. So in the next sentence, we say, Mr. Trump had spoken blah, blah, blah. We start the next sentence with what came near the end of the previous sentence.
Yeah.
All right. What is a displacement of population? What does that mean?
You displace.
They make the move, Julie.